So, let's talk about A Wrinkle in Time, which I have never read the book, and I have not seen any of the other movie adaptations to this. So, going into this movie, I was completely blind to everything about it. I knew nothing about it besides the trailer. I thought the trailers looked alright. It looked kind of interesting. Like, visually, it looked really striking and cool. Watching the trailers. And then going into the movie, I didn't expect that much, besides maybe it's a cool visual pleasure. And honestly, it still is, but this is a weird ass movie. I don't know how to even. I don't even know how to sum up my thoughts for this, for a thing that I've never read the book on or never seen any other adaptations. So I knew nothing about this, and I still know nothing about this watching the movie. Like, it is weird and out there. What is up with this movie? It's about this girl named Meg whose father has been gone for 4 years, played by Chris Pine, and she is all depressed because of this, and bullies, like, people bully her, and she's an outcast. And then she meets these three witches, and that's WHICH, not witches like witches with hats like do magic. It's they're witches that, again, WHICHs, that are magical and whimsical, that help her find her father while her friend and her little adopted brother come with her on this journey. And these three witches are played by Oprah Winfrey and Mindy Kaling and Reese Witherspoon. Now, they are the part of the movie that to me is the worst part, because I like these three actors. These three women are great in a lot of things, but they are over the top as and weird in this movie. And it's so funny. There are scenes in this movie and things that don't make any sense to me. Maybe the book tells you about this stuff, but I don't understand. Like, for example, the first world that they visit apart from Earth. There's a Oprah Winfrey. Her character is as tall as a building, and there's no reason for it explained. They go to another planet. She is normal sized. Why is she big in one of the other worlds? And it's only one time. She never is that any other place. So it's so weird, and it adds to the weirdness, but not in a good way. And I I thought that it was just so strange with how over the top their performances are, and then the Meg's friend, the guy character, is pretty bad, and then the kid is a kid actor, but he isn't terrible. He's really, like, he says his lines like he knows what he's saying. He understands what he's saying with these lines. So it feels more authentic, this kid actor. Like, he's not terrible at all. I don't know how to rank this kid, like how to say what his performance is. I think it's just really, it's not bad. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. It's an interesting child performance. And I think the two actors that actually are really good in this movie are the girl who plays Meg and Chris Pine's character, her father. They both are legitimately good. They both grip me when they both have these lines, even if the lines are bad, like most of the lines in this movie. But they grip me in these scenes when they're in. They're really good, especially the Meg character. This girl, I don't know if she's been anything else. She's a young girl. If she's been in anything else, I don't know. But she was really good, really solid in this movie, and I was surprised because, like I said, her friend, the guy character, was pretty bland, and then the kid character was a kid actor, so she didn't have much going for her in terms of other acting around her. And Oprah Winfrey and Reese Witherspoon and Mindy Kaling are over the top, and they're great actors too. It's just weird how the only two great performances I think of this movie is the girl who plays Meg and Chris Pine. And Chris Pine is good too, but he's only in the movie for like a couple scenes, and that really is a shame because Chris Pine is really good. He's a good actor, and I think that when he's on screen, he's great, but he's not on screen much. So that's another reason for me to not like this movie that much. And like I said, the two performances I can give those performances. They're good. They're good performances. All the other performances vary from weird to child actor to bad. And I'd say the story and is, I guess it's okay. It's fine. They just go through these different worlds to find her father, and she just encounters all these wacky people. And Michael Pena too, like he's in it too briefly, but they encounter all these wacky people, and Zach Galifianakis too. Like they just, and those two actors do act really weird too and out there, but not in a way where that I liked it. And like I said, it's hard with these actors to probably understand what to do, or because this movie and this premise from the book probably it's weird to adapt it to a movie in terms of how they act. Their performances are really weird and wonky. And some people might like that, but to me, it really threw me off with all of their performances except for the couple I mentioned that were fine. But overall, the story's just okay. They just go to these worlds to eventually try to find her father, and that's pretty much it. It visually is cool looking. It is a cool visual movie, but it is so weird. Again, just such a weird ass movie. Just a lot of awkward scenes, like the kid character. He gets a lot of awkward lines, and I feel like he did try his best to make it sound serious. Like he tried his best as a 6-year-old kid, so I don't give him any flack for it. But he has some weird lines that he has to say, and it's really odd. And he's got a weird performance toward the end where I don't know what to think about it. And then there are other weird moments where, like I said, when Oprah Winfrey is giant, and then Reese Witherspoon's character turns into this flying creature that's green that looks like that Fantasia 2000 creature that's green. Like it's similar to that in how it looks, and they're all flying on her back. They fly next to giant Oprah Winfrey. The boy character literally puts his hand on Oprah Winfrey's face and just rubs it as he flies by. And it is so awkward and so weird. It doesn't, like, it just, scenes like that and the performances are so weird that to me it's not anything that I genuinely thought was good. It's just really, really odd and really strange. And if I was a fan of the book, or if I read the book, maybe I'd think differently. Maybe people who read the book hate this movie too. But to me, this was just so out there. It's so weird. Like it's just one of those Disney movies that they put out that's apparently already flopping, which I don't know what to think about that, because it's just like Tomorrowland, which came out a couple years ago, which is another Disney property that they tried to put something out new and maybe would do some sequels for, but then it failed. And this one, I feel, in my opinion, has failed, and a lot of people think that too. And I think that if it flops, I mean, Disney's got shitloads of money because they've got Marvel and Star Wars and eventually Fox. So it's like they're not going to die from this, but it's just interesting to see them bring out this weird-ass movie. And it's just another one, like I said, like Tomorrowland, where it's really just strange and not technically great. And it's just one that is going to be forgotten. And I really, really did not. I didn't hate it. I think that it is, as a movie, it's alright. It's got a lot of weird-ass things. It's got some good performances, though. It's got some good visuals. So overall, I'm mixed on the fact and how I feel with the performances and the boring story. But the acting is fine and the visuals are fine. So I feel like that's a 50-50 kind of thing. Not exactly 50-50, but close. It's like a really, really weird mixed bag.